Faceless Void likes it when you cast spells on him and then he backtracks it with his Q, but with Nature's, like, the damage is all just constant.
Yeah. And Void's the one, like, I don't think Talon can flex a Void. They're pretty committed to this safe lane carry.
But a TP coming through. Q's gonna look to join down bottom with Savage and Hive. They're getting aggressive onto Ragey Potato. Savage is going to try and dodge to the right, and now Q, he's got an opening to jump in, and finally, 7 minutes in, we've got our first blood. It's hard to find it, but Moon, he's going to show up to the party. Sonic Wave lines it up to run down Savage. Afu still taking a beating at the moment. Hyde and Q putting the emphasis on... But it looks like they're going to put some emphasis on bottom lane instead. Savage, he's got the Chronosphere if they feel required to use it onto Ragey Potato, but the damage is starting to ramp up in its own right. Q and Hyde spamming up the abilities. Savage still holding onto the ulti. There we go. Lines it up to Lance onto 2, but Moon down with the rotation. Sonic Wave and Scream obliterating Talon's health ball. Makoto's going to feel like he can jump into the middle though. So has one more Astral Step to play with, but SMG, they're relatively tanky. They'll lose out on Ragey Potato. They're still going to try and cut to the back and block off this escape avenue on Makoto. So he thinks twice about disengaging through the lane, but now he's stuck in the tree line. Moon in mid one, trying to find Hyde. He's got a way to cut on out. Talon, they've got all 5 heroes, but can they TP down? They're even going to look to refill. Makoto has some resources to play with. They're going to go for Moon next, but the control is the one issue, as Moon is able to blink to the north.
Clocking her up around top.
Anyone's even going to look to TP in. KP has the Quelling Blade to be able to go through this route, but he doesn't have a way to get out of the cogs unless Hyde could cookie him forward. And KP, he'll sustain through it. They get to level 6, and now Hyde, he's going to turn around with the Water Kisses as well. Great rotation coming out of the Snapfire. The Nature's Prophet who's just getting a ridiculous amount of farm across the map, and we've often seen like this carry Nature's Prophet go Maelstrom into the Aghanim Shard, and that's going to make it that much more difficult for Talon to deal with the push. Savage is going to jump inside the cogs, and they've got Q nearby. Pylai unfortunately off the mark with the hook shot, so will not be able to evade that attempt and about to dive under the tower. Had the Arcane and Sonic Wave at the ready, but they won't get the kill on the Death Prophet, because meanwhile mid lane Ragey Potato though, he's in some trouble. Hyde Makoto proving that they've got plenty of damage to get through the Razor.
Could start to rack up some kills here.
Gotta be cautious they don't group up though, that's a concern. And Q, well, he's gonna be able to start onto Afu. Slips into the trees, they get the Chrono as well in the river, instantly use of the Mortimer Kisses, but Pylai Die stops that in its tracks, but it doesn't matter. Makoto, he's able to jump in and offer the damage required, and now they're onto Pylai Die as well. Let's look at this. Oh, they're going to be able to convert into another... whatever they need. So this is going to be a big concern on SMG and how they can actually lock heroes down.
Yeah, it just boils down to having this kind of draft. You don't have hard control pie.
Oh, boy. Boy, here is like, all right. We sense fresh meat and easy killing.
On right, like down the line, a clock with Ags from the support position is really scary. You don't even have a Force Staff to threaten, and you don't have that builder of the Spirit Vessel to kind of handle KP. So you don't even have that. They are clumping around Savage here.
Oh, he went back in. Savage! He goes back in. He's got the Chrono dropped as well. Makoto's going to TP in to be able to offer the damage, or just instantly turn to deal with Ragey Potato, as SMG are not going to stick around for this fight. Just don't have the stuns to control him. Mid lane, Savage. They might be able to get rid of the first life. They're probably going to require the Sonic Wave for that. And well, maybe they've bitten off more they can shoot. The attempt on Savage. Gonna make sure you don't force yourselves to group up. Savage gonna go for the right and drop the Chronosphere. They've got the Mortimer Kisses as well coming from the left. So Savage, oh, he doesn't even get the kill on Moon though. Mid one. Can they turn this back around? They have the Overgrowth. They've got the Orchid as well. And with mid one nearby, Sonic Wave just off the mark with the damage. He'll tick out to the Orchid. They get a big kill onto 23 Savage. They still have issues, so we're dealing with Makoto. Down to the south, he's going to be okay, but uh-oh, KP, he's shown up. Pylai died, dead in the grave once again. They're still going to consider emptying the triangle. Makoto has an ultimate charge to be able to work within a couple of seconds, and mid one finally popping the BKB, but KP, he's got to think about charging with the exorcism. Makoto's got like Q's him with the combo as well. They'll drag back Afu and Talon. All they lose is 23 Savage, and they take so much away from SMG.
Something you want to see, especially for something like the Quap. You kind of want more control, you want more durability here.
Hyde. Beautiful positioning. Pops the smoke. They will get the kill onto the Snapfire. There's a lot of the damage in the team fight with the Mortimer Kisses. Lotusorp's going to protect Savage, and he's out to the safety of the secret shop. And with the BKB now expanded from Rage Potato, he's going to be in trouble. Savage, he wants to jump in as well, but the Chronosphere still on cooldown. Mid one's going to show up to the fight. They want to burst down KP, and they should be successful at doing so. Finally, they're being able to get rid of the Death Prophet, but I don't think they're going to have the same fate on Mikoto. Doesn't have an ultimate charge to turn with. They're going to try and deal with Rage Potato and Savage. Chrono back up, clipping onto 3, but again, where's your damage without the Snapfire? Chrono's great and all, but there will be no follow-up. They're going to try and stand their grand demand fight off, but they haven't dealt with mid one, just pummeling the damage. Left, right, and center is out they go, but Savage, he'll fall. Finally, they get the Faceless Void as well as SMG prove that they still have the capability to take these team fights.
This follow-up, if you had Kisses in the Chrono, that fight would have felt a lot different. And you also lost KP fairly early. You didn't have a way of playing with the Exo, playing with a Lotus Orb save. Savage with a fresh Satanic couldn't get the lifesteal he wants as well, though.
Bottom lane, there's a big kill into mid one. BKB still caught him. They're gonna find it.
Oh, God.
Oh, no, mid one.
Yeah, I mean...
Had full awareness was going on. Now starting to TP, but... it's going to be a bit too late. They're going to be relying on the Train Protector to jump in.
Ooh.
Hook shot. Off the mark for Pylite Dive. Roach is going to fall. Afu! Alright, he's in with the steal. He gets the Aegis. He gets the Aghanim shot as well, but they're on to mid one. Chronosphere holds them both back, but Moon soon to follow 23 Savage. They haven't got the damage to get the Faceless Void. SMG, can they reset? Moon's in a bit of trouble at the moment. Hide off the mark with a cookie. Rage Potato. He's going to charge in the middle. They're lacking detection. Hyde's gonna escape into the pit. Kodo, though, he still wants to go back in.
That bot lane, he managed to, again, clump up fast enough with her mobility on SMG's end.
KP might be in trouble bottom. They're starting to set up. This is a bit deep. Highlight die. Need to try and target him down. They're onto mid. What? They just blow up the Nature's Prophet. Hides in with a double cookie. They're gonna look to avoid Rage Potato. Wanted to target down Moon instead. To the right they go though. He's closing the distance onto Rage Potato, and yep, they'll find him in the end. Mikoto beyond godlike.
Not too much. And it still isn't. Like, bot is always at a constant threat, but they aren't able to fully commit onto it. And now Talon gets the opportunity to clear out some tier 2s. Only the mid, no opportunity for the high ground. And the backdoor protection does kick in, but the wave is going to come out soon. So they should still be able to secure it. Mikoto, though.
Top lane. They're going to make the attempts. They don't have mid one for the damage. Moon holding the ultimate for the moment. Mikoto's going to make sure he retreats to where his teammates are starting to funnel in, and well, Pylite die. He's going to be the sacrifice. Afu's in the... Oh, Savage gets the Chrono, just clipping the Queen of Pain on the side. Mid-one's going to TP in. He's stuck now in this fight. Afu's going to jump with the overgrowth. Mid-one's doing a lot of damage, but Savage gets so much health back. They can now target down the Nature's Prophet. But look at the buyback coming out. The involvement from Moon jumps in with the Sonic Wave. It's enough to get rid of the Faceless Void. And now they're going to look to try and control Mikoto. Down to the south, they don't have the stuns to cancel KP or Mikoto's escape. Radiant starting to funnel into this bottom jungle. They've got the ward that scouts out 2 heroes. Uh-oh, they grouped up, and Savage, no hesitation with the Chronosphere, and plenty of damage getting pumped in thanks to Hyde. That is just what you cannot do. This is a lineup where Talon, they will thrive if heroes are grouped up with them.
Has had great presence. Smoke here. See if they find the angle.
Chrono on cooldown, but they know the BKB is on cooldown from mid one. They're gonna find Moon down bottom. Look at the outpost.
Oh,
Q
God.
and Mikoto. That's a dieback as well on Moon. 100 seconds without the Queen of Pain, and Talon, they've got the Exo, and in fact, Mikoto's hunting. Almost being able to run into Pylite Dive. Well, Q's gonna be able to do that. Jumps under the T2 tower as Talon find a second pick off across the map. I was just looking to kind of, it needs to itemize to stand his ground versus all the heroes that can just jump him, so Satanic might be enough. Hang on, Q again! Is he not to the Razor? Mikoto's got the instant follow-up, and Rage Potato doesn't have an opportunity to get the BKB. As Razor does at least have a bite. Afu's gonna jump in, but is he just trying to stop TPs? Mid one is pushing bottom. They get a tier 3 tower. Meanwhile, back inside the mid lane though, Savage and Q. Oh, these two have just been perfect. Another kill for the lads on Talon.
Oh, mid one split push though.
Mid one. Oh, he's got BKB. He gotta be forced to BKB TP up maybe. Gets the barracks. Might be able to get the kill, but the Glimmer Cape under the cover of the shadows. The Snapfire will be okay. And meanwhile though, look what's going on. Clockwork goes down. They get Arthur as well. That's a dieback on Pylite die. So mid one, it drags a lot of attention bottom, but not enough attention is the main thing. Savage, back in, back out. Q's gonna go. Okay. They group up, Savage, a Chrono, and they've got plenty of damage with KP onto the side lane. They'll get rid of mid one. He's got a buyback to be able to rejoin. Rage of Potato's gonna look to charge into the middle. They gotta be cautious, Talon. Do you want to stick around with the threat of the buybacks that are starting to be funneling out? As KP, he won't escape. Gem's gonna be dropped. Moon will snag that one. It's a big kill for them to find, but it comes at such a grave cost. That's a lot of buybacks. That's 4 buybacks overall from
Go from SMG, probably handing that over to mid one. Refresh out would be big on Afu or Raging Potato, depending on what they feel like. They'll hand it on to Moon instead for the double sonic waves. And now Talon has to play a defensive game, although.
Brother, that is such an aggressive TP, but they know 2 heroes are dead, so he can play just like that.
Yeah, pretty hard for Talon to play without the full set of their team fight.
But they're coming,
Chrono
John.
is up.
Look at the vision. They've got incredible wards all throughout bottom. They scout out Talon's position, and Pylite is going to jump. It's a big kill if they can bring down KP. Onto the side though, Makoto, he's controlling the Nature's Prophet, but will not matter. Savage jumps in with the Chronos feet onto 2. They're trying to target out Raging Potato, but he gets a teach on. Back to full health. Raging Potato is able to escape. They've kited out the first use of the ultimates. Meanwhile, Moon just blows up the Void Spirit. They're still in trouble though. Multiple heroes crumbling on the side of SMG. It's going to be all up to mid one to battle into the Faceless Void. Down to the south, control is out thanks to the cogs, but Savage just makes it back inside the base, so they will live to
make a play. Even just having Q around is pretty big in terms of control. Oh no.
He just blinked to the river. He doesn't have much mana to play with, but he got that. He's gonna jump in.
Oh my god.
He's got mid one nearby. Sprout's gonna hold the, but mid one, the Lotus Orb Sprout, he's stuck in his own now. Q's gonna turn for the control. Moon just gets a blink away, but mid one, he's stuck. He's forced to go toe to toe, and he's not gonna win the man fight. What is that Lotus Orb? Oh my KP! Team fight control. And they can just drop this luxuriously. Like Savage, he can get a pick off, and he's happy with that. He doesn't need more than just one.
Yeah, they've got a lot of room. They do get Mikado
How do you
off.
hold this? Oh, the Jesus Pilot Eye! Where'd he go? Q again, this goddamn Marcy. Moon's gonna look to create some chaos. The first control's out, relying on the living armor to keep him alive. The overgrowth buying some time as well. They'll get the backline, so Q's gonna be killed off. Mid-one's gonna buy back as well, but meanwhile, Raging Potato inside the Chrono, protected for the BKB for the moment. Savage gonna hide, finds a second Chrono, holding in 2. They're gonna push him away, but it doesn't matter. All they needed was that little bit of control. They smell blood in the water, and they're suited to swim straight for it. Moon next on the agenda, who sidestepped the Aether Remnant, but he is gone, and so are SMG. 5 down. All that stands in between Talon and this game 1 victory is that glyph.
Yeah, it's not going to be enough to stall them out. No buybacks. Respawn in 15, 14 seconds here for mid one. Not quick enough. And that's the GG call from SMG. Talon play a very disciplined game. You know, they play a little bit slower. They find some aggression early on. Mikado has an outstanding game, only dying that one time when that Aegis fight. And SMG, I'd say this is still an improved performance from SMG. That was still a very clean performance. Mid one was doing Nature's Prophet things. They were managing to buy that space on the NP. At certain times, it felt like the investment wasn't paying off, but he still was finding those openings. It's just Talon were patient enough to